Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. You may have noticed that the intro screen has changed again, because this is Mass Effect 2 A Lot 2017 edition. No new mod today, as usual, but a lot has been updated and the update is huge. And it took me like several reinstallation attempts before I got everything set up again, because the mod install order has changed and stuff. But now everything is working and we got better holograms and stuff. Also, last time we recruited Mordin Solus. Fun fact, Solus is also the name of a recently created Linux distribution that has been seeing increased participation from people and growing popularity, and I asked the devs and they said they had never heard of Mordin Solus when they named it, and they only found out about him when they did a Google search for Solus. So that's great. Let's talk to him.
Shepard, how can I help?
So here we have a very conspicuous looking option, upgrades, but let's not ask about that just yet.
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Bugs, you say? Well, thanks for officially validating our guess that the whole ship is full of spyware. Say, could you come up to the captain's cabin and also debug it? That'd be great. I would appreciate that quite a bit.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Yeah. This is a bit strange. It's like Mordin technically is a doctor as in PhD, but he tends to also look at some of the health concerns as if he was an MD. That's kind of weird. But okay, let's just talk.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Don't get too used to the AI and reliant on the AI, because who knows what it might bring us. As for Omega, have you heard anything about it?
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
Well, that's true. They're still a bit useful. So, you say you have worked in limited facilities before?
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Alright, well, I guess that's okay, but I suppose it's still better to have resources and work here, in any case. So, about SDG.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Task Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Heard that.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
And that is a jab at the first game, where you're a Spectre, but you still have to provision weapons using your own creds. Okay, but what is your involvement with STG?
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under a young captain named Kirahi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
Genophage studies. Huh, interesting. Well, we do have a Krogan. And yes, Kirahi. We met him. He was the captain in Vermeer, who told the speech about holding the line.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Also, bit of a cloaca. It took me a bit of time to get that, but there's a nice explanation about all these jokes on TV tropes. Anyway, so what were you doing?
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
Okay, so in case they did find a cure, they had a plan ready. I guess it's good to be prepared for everything.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Yep. Alright.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
Yep. Alright. So, while we're here... Door, please.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, that. Let's read that. Unread messages. Actually, this is the one that we got. Healing of your spatial scars. From Chief Medical Officer Chakwas. Commander, I've done further investigation regarding your spatial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your spatial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there is surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I've updated plans for the new medical equipment to your research terminal in the tech lab. Sincerely, Chakwas. Okay. So basically, medbay upgrade unlocked. Basically what it's saying is that the scars that you have are in fact basically the same as the Renegade and Paragon counters. The more Renegade you are, the more scars you get, and you become similar to the Terminator. The more Paragon you are, the less scars you have. I'm not sure how the balance works out. And since now we have the ability, let's go look at the research terminal again. It is technically a ship enhancement. Dermal regeneration, medbay upgrade. Upgrades the Normandy's medical facilities with an advanced dermal regeneration unit. Using this unit will immediately and completely heal your scars. Further scarring will not occur regardless of the actions you take. but it is hilariously expensive. So I'm not going to do that just yet. If we have some resources to spare, I'm going to do that, but also by the end of the game, because I still want to see how it works as a sort of gameplay mechanic. Alright, otherwise, let's go and research everything that we can. Kinetic Pulsar, assault rifle damage, weapon upgrade. Squad bonus, plus 10% assault rifle damage. Upgrades assault rifles, battle rifles, and machine guns for your entire squad. This upgrade strengthens the weapon's mass effect field generator, increasing the velocity of each slug fired. So, as you can see, it's quite cheap in comparison. After that, Kinetic Pulsar. Receives squad bonus, plus 10% assault rifle damage. We can't use those, but our squad can, so might as well use that, especially since it's quite cheap. Sniper rifle damage. Scram Pulsar. Increases damage by 10%. Improves sniper rifles for your entire squad. This upgrade improves the weapon's mass effect field generator, increasing the mass and acceleration of each slug fired. Let's take that too. Do we even have anyone who would use a sniper rifle? I don't remember. Don't think so. And then we have some of other upgrades, but they're not researchable yet because they lack some sort of prerequisites to that. Armor upgrades. Yeah, also, weapon upgrades are modular technological improvements integrated into any weapon. When a weapon upgrade is obtained, it's automatically integrated into the appropriate weapon. Obtain weapon upgrades in stores and by scanning items on missions. An armor upgrade is a modular technology that can be added to your armor to improve its defensive, protective, or medical capabilities. When you obtain new armor upgrades, they will automatically be integrated into your entire squad's armor. Purchase new armor upgrades from stores on hub worlds, or discover the technology to build new armor upgrades by scanning items on missions. And we have Medigel capacity 1 out of 5. Micro Scanner. Medigel capacity increased by 1. All modern combat armor incorporates a first aid interface. Microprocessors in this interface monitor vital functions and release small localized doses of Medigel to accelerate the healing process. Manually timed heavy doses of Medigel can be released in response to major trauma. However, the efficiency of this is dependent on proprietary medical software that cannot be copied and is prohibitively expensive. Cerberus has developed its own software and is actively working to improve its efficiency. Excellent. Let's take this. Too bad it comes from Cerberus, but hey. And yes, I don't need that. Prototypes, actually. Although prototype technology is advanced and powerful, it is also extremely expensive to produce, and often unstable when used. Thanks to Cerberus's advanced science facilities, and the genius of Dr. Morden Solus, you have one of the few facilities in the world capable of producing these technologies. Each technology you produce will be powerful, but will upgrade only a single member of your squad. Discover prototype technology by scanning advanced technology on missions and discussing research with your squad members. So this is what the upgrade option when talking to people means. But we already have a few things. Advanced training. Through intensive training, Shepard can learn to use a single bonus power. Obtaining more loyal squad members will increase the number of powers available for Shepard. Shepard can complete this research project multiple times. Each time the project is completed, Shepard selects a new bonus power, and any points already spent transfer to the newly selected bonus power. So our current bonus power is Dominate. And as you can see, this Tactical Mastery requires Element 0. The idea of Element 0, or EZO, is that it is extremely rare. So I don't want to do that. Besides, Dominate is a really, really nice power, and I think I want to keep it at all times anyway. Next, Heavy Weapon Ammo 1 out of 5, Microfusion Array. Plus 15% heavy weapon ammo capacity. The power cell technology used by heavy weapons is fairly old, but can be improved by rebuilding the core with more modern components. These improvements allow standard power cells to yield more shots per power cell, and allow for more total shots to be fired. Iridium. Let's do this. And this unlocks the ML-77 missile launcher. So that's what I meant by prerequisites. The ML-77 missile launcher is a rapid-fire missile launcher with seeking projectiles, higher damage per shot than grenade launcher. Missile launchers are surfacing with increasing frequency among the Terminus Systems mercenary bands. Each projectile features a friend or foe recognition system, and will home in on the first enemy entering its recognition radius. This means that rockets will not always follow the enemy targeted by the shooter. That's interesting. It says higher damage per shot than grenade launcher. I looked at the wiki, and if I recall correctly, it says the exact opposite, that the grenade launcher in fact has higher damage per shot. But the missile launcher has more total ammo, and it has better seeking compared to the grenade launcher. Well, let's research it in any case. I think it might also be required for other things. Yep, added to armory. And lastly, Krogan Vitality 1 out of 2. Microfiber Weave. All Krogan squad members get plus 25% health. A scientist named Akir designed a retrovirus that matches the Krogan genetic code. Modifying the gene sequence of the virus and injecting a small amount into a Krogan can introduce a change in that genetic code. It requires platinum. That sounds super useful. It only upgrades Grunt, at least at the moment. But plus 25% is a lot. And now that we
Shepard, how can I help?
got that covered, let's talk about upgrades.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
And what this does is it adds an extra thing into the prototypes. Morden Omnitool, squad member upgrade. Morden gets plus 20% tech power damage. Morden built his own Omnitool and can make significant upgrades given the proper materials. That's also quite a lot. I would research that, but the interesting thing is that if you go back without researching it, the person comments a bit about it. If you do research it, everything gets interrupted and you just get the notification that you researched it. So let's go back.
Let me know if upgrades seem feasible. Can install them whenever you like.
Yep.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
So let's just research it now. It does require element 0 also, but yeah, might as well. Thing is about Morden, he is technically an engineer. Which means...
No messages for you, Commander.
Yes, which means that he's not that useful for us. We're a sentinel, half engineer, half adept. So a pure engineer or pure adept will always make it unbalanced. So it's not great, but oh well. And in the armory, also, if you look at the weapons, you can notice that we actually have the weapons here on display that we can use in the game. And if we get new weapons, you will see them on the table. So it works exactly the same way as in Unreal 2. You can also see heavy weapons on this table. If we hadn't bought that, it would not be here, and you can see that there's still space. Alright, but let's also talk to Jacob while we're here.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Upgrades!
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
And this one is a ship enhancement. Heavy ship armor. Solaris Armor Tech. The Asari-made Solaris armor upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if hit by a blast powerful enough to penetrate its shields. Costs a lot of palladium. I might as well hold off for a bit, because this will not come into play for a while. I'll need to get that eventually, but not right now.
Let me know when you want that, Commander.
Yeah, exactly. So, opinion of the crew?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Well, we don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
Yeah. Sure is optimistic, eh?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Morden's modifications hold up, we've got a shot. If they don't, we're dead. Seems like that was always a strong possibility, though. Anything else, Commander?
Fair enough.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
Just, trying to get the sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I like to know my crew. Forget procedure. Tell me about yourself.
Informal, huh? Everything's in my file. Ex-Alliance like you, no Reapers or anything, but I got swept under the rug too. The more good you do, the less they want to admit that something needed doing.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Well, Batarians again, trying to kill the Council, that sounds quite important. But I think he also told us about that a bit before. So let's just go deeper.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah, they want to keep things under wraps if they cause chaos.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
After Eden Prime. That's also interesting.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
I guess that's okay. I wouldn't agree with that. They're two terrorists. But okay.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. You were actually the Alliance poster boy, and they still dumped you.
Again. Always this depressing.
Way to boil it down, Jacob. I hope you keep a better attitude about our current mission.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Huh. Go to Old Paragon. Well, that's interesting. Alright. But we also want to look at our weapons. Let's see. So, we've got the Singularity Projector. Might as well switch it for the Arc Projector. I want to check how that one works. So basically it's a chain lightning gun, which sounds pretty cool. Let's see how that works out. And I think we don't have anything else to go through, so that's fine. Let's just talk to a few more people on this
No
deck.
messages for you, Commander. I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Oak here. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
I guess there's not a whole lot of reason for him to care.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Alright.
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Let's talk to Joker.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
It's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Uh-oh. Ferris Fields, another colony attacked. We're not sent to it by the Elusive Man anymore. Also, this kind of bothers me. You can see space.
Upgrades are messing with our inertial skew, compensating.
You can see space, but we're still docked in Omega. So this doesn't make any sense.
You know what I hate about deep space? Crap radio stations from 2 centuries back. My gosh, we were idiots.
Well, radio waves sure go slowly. You can always close the shutters so that
How about that local sports team, huh?
so that this doesn't actually look wrong. And let's talk to Joker.
Commander,
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
well, about the ones you went out with last. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. Grunt is not a stabilizing element, Commander. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Alright.
I assume everything is going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
Could you put more grease on more cameras? That'd be very appreciated. Also, dream sequence, because they're usually quite fuzzy. Alright, well, I think that's all.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Yeah.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
And also, even though I would like to go through the airlock, it's not available. That's really unfortunate. I don't know why they changed that. But in any case, let's finally go and try to start the next mission. So, in the journal, we have still one thing left to do on Omega, and that is Dossier Archangel. Small unit tactical expertise, Omnitool expert and noted sniper. Archangel is a mercenary commander whose operations are noted for their technical expertise and strategic brilliance. He is responsible for high-profile attacks on gang leaders on Omega, and can likely be found there. Travel to Omega and find Archangel. So we're going to go and try and recruit Archangel. So let's go back to Omega. Also, I just realized that after updating a lot, the shadow quality settings are set a bit too high for my graphics card to handle, so I'll need to tone them down again. That's why some of the footage may have been a bit stuttery. Anyway, let's dock with Omega again. Again, we never left it. There's no reason why this should play again. We didn't even get a nice animation for exiting it. But okay. Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Operator Lawson has the deck. much quicker loading times now, as you can see. So what I want to bring is Grunt, I suppose, and Morden, because there might be news about Daniel. And we also have squad points to spend, so let's see. This is a bit of a tough choice, really, because tech armor, at least the wiki says that at rank 3, tech armor in fact works like adrenaline burst in the first game. So you use that and bam, at least your squad members recharge their powers instantly. That would be really nice. It doesn't say that on the description though, and I'm not sure if that is really true. So I would like to get that, but on the other hand, I really need to get Defender because of this really nice increase in Paragon and Renegade points. So I'm just going to dump all my points into that for now. And Dominate in level 2 actually makes it so that the person you mind control gets shields, which is not great because we can mind control people through shields now, and that would just make it harder to take them down later on, so I'm not going to invest in that for a while at least. So let's keep our squad points for later. Grunt... let's see, this gives you more generation, which is always nice for AI. More weapon damage, more health. He has 465 health, and we can increase that even further. Concussive shot is okay, but I don't think it's that useful, so let's just go with this. And Morden. So what he has is Incinerate, Cryoblast, and Solarian Scientist. Cryoblast we already have, so you know what that does. Incinerate. Exploding flame damages the health and armor of anyone nearby. That's required for a Cryoblast, so let's do that. And get Cryoblast. And Solarian Scientist strengthens Morden's combat skills, weapon damage, health, and shields. Health plus 5, weapon damage plus 5, shields plus... no, 6. Everything plus 6. Morden's tinkering with weapons, drugs, and technology increases his health, weapon damage, and the strength of his shields. So that's okay, but it's not that much, honestly. So I think I want to add more to Incinerate, because there is an achievement for incinerating armor. And I don't have it just yet, but I'm very close. So if I can put all my points into Incinerate, that should not be much of a problem. Alright, and what weapons do you have? Avenger, Eviscerator, that's fine, and Morden, Shuriken, and Hand Cannon. Yeah, that's also fine.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Yep. So if Morden is here and we get to hear that the plague has been cured and Daniel is doing a good job, he gives us a bit of a reaction. That's cool. Okay, there we go. Dodged that guy again. And, well, technically it would be great if we could... Whoa. Hello there, Skycar. It'd be great if we could take a Skycar, commandeer it, and try to find Archangel, but we can't. So we have to go explore Omega a bit, so that we could find traces of Archangel first. But we shall do that next time. See you all then. Later.